Hey guys, it's JimBlade304 here, and welcome to my first review of a 2026 Ninjago set. Today we're taking a look at 71866 Ninja Character Display. The set has 447 pieces, 8 minifigs, and will release for the price of $45 in the US on January 1st, 2026. I got this early at a Meijer while I was on a vacation, so I figured we're going to take a look. We'll take a look at the build first, and then we'll look at the figures more closely later on. Now, we'll first look at the box. This is a celebration of Ninjago's 15th anniversary. You can see the 15th logo there. You have a limited edition figure. We'll take a look at all of that later on. But it just shows you basically the look of the set. I think it looks really cool, but we'll take a look at it more closely. Starting off, taking a look at the base with all the figures on it, you can see it's the front of the monastery built on a nice little platform showing the steps leading up to the gate. The platform is built very nicely, built with a couple large plates and a layer of black and gold, and then another red plate on top of it. I think it looks really, really nice. It does have some Technic connectors on either side, so that way you can display the 15th anniversary minifigs next to them. I'll show you about that later on. Let's take the figures off and take a look at the build closely. Starting off at the base of the build, you have some steps that lead up to the monastery gate. And this little statue thing that's here, you have a nice little cherry blossom tree on the left side. I think that looks really good. It's a nice simple detail that it's always nice to have included in this. And then at the back, there's a little spot for Sensei Wu and somebody else to have tea. And then the monastery gates are built using a couple clip pieces. They're built offset, so they don't actually touch when you close them, which is unfortunate. I would have really liked them to close all the way, but they do not. In the bottom, we also have this nice little mural used with 2 stickers. I believe the only 2 stickers used in the entire set. But it just shows the battle of good versus evil, where Sensei Wu sent Garmadon into the underworld. I think these 2 stickers look really nice. I think it definitely adds to this little thing that they have going on down here. Definitely didn't need to be included, but it is very nice that it is. And there's not too much more to say about it. As I said before, the gates don't close, but you can open them. They don't close all the way. That's a bit of a letdown for me. I was hoping they would have closed all the way. I'm sure very simple to modify. But the monastery gate is built very nicely using white and red. Love the color scheme. Think it looks really good. And it has a little gold emblem and a bunch of these clear minifig jumper things to use to position your figures around the build. Now it's time to take a look at the figures. The first 2 we're going to look at are Kai and Cole. They are all getting Legacy-inspired ZX outfits. I think Kai looks really good with the red and gold. It was the same color scheme he used in 2012 with the ZX suits. Cole gets gold instead of silver, which is a little strange. I was hoping they would have went with silver for Cole and Jay, but they did not. But overall, not bad. They have their original symbols that don't quite line up with their armor gap back there, which isn't a terrible thing. Just something to notice. So let's take the helmet and armor off and look at the figures closely. Looking at the figures, they're the same face prints that we've seen for the past couple years now, but overall I think the figures do look really good. You get their alternate faces on the back, one angry, one less angry, more happy. I think the Legacy ZX suits look really good. It is still unfortunate about Cole and Jay not getting silver, more so with Jay. We'll get to him in just a second. But overall, I think these figures look really good, and I'm happy they went Legacy ZX instead of Legacy DX again. I'm glad they didn't decide to just reuse those figures. Shows they actually care for the 15th anniversary. It's nice. One more thing to mention, Cole also gets a new updated build for the side of the Quakes. Just a slightly different build with a new piece at the top. Just something to notice. Next, we're going to take a look at Jay and Zane. These 2 figures also look pretty good. Again, it's weird that Jay doesn't have silver on his armor or hood, considering he has a silver arm like he did with his ZX suit in 2012. It's a little strange. I don't understand what that's about, but overall I think the figure looks really good. The arm is actually silver instead of light bluish gray. Zane's face, you can see, is different. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. Figures do look really good. Jay and Zane's old emblem at the back there, again, looks good. Jay and Zane also, I believe, get new face prints. I don't believe we've seen either of these 2 before. Jay, I think, looks pretty good. Zane's, I love with the robot stuff exposed. I think that looks absolutely incredible. Flipping around to the back, we have their less angry, more happy faces. I think these figures look good, and again, just Jay was a little bit of a disappointment, but overall, this Legacy ZX looks really good to me. Next is Lloyd and Samurai X. These two also, I think, look really good. This whole wave of figures looks really good for Ninjago Legacy, in my opinion. I think these all look really great. Lloyd gets gold, which I think works. He originally had gunmetal gray armor in the ZX suit, but I think the gold works really well with him because the green and gold just works. Samurai X looks really good. I like the new suit. I like the nod to the blue that she uses as her primary color. I think it works really well. I really like that color. Flipping them around to the back, you can't really see too much because of their armor, so let's take that off and take a look at the face prints. Again, face prints we've seen before, nothing super crazy there. Flipping them around to the back, their back torso prints look really good. Lloyd has that original design that he had on the back of his ZX outfit. I think it looks really good. Nia has that like Samurai X Phoenix logo that she used to have. It looks really good. It's a shame that it's covered up all the time, but I think that logo looks really good, and I think the back print looks really great. Next, we're going to take a look at Master Wu by himself. I think he looks really good as well. Also a Legacy-inspired 2012 design. So, I think that looks really good. His face print underneath is something we have seen before, so nothing too crazy going on there. He does have a staff in tan for the first time. His beard piece is the same that it's been since 2011. No changes there. But let's remove that and take a look at the face print and the front of the torso. You can see his face print more stern and angry looking. I think it looks really good. The front of his torso design looks really great as well. Same with the back. Very simple, very nice. I'm glad they just didn't do plain white legs and gave him some leg detailing. I think that looks really good. Overall, solid figure. And last but most definitely not least, we have Master of Lightning. That's simply what the figure is called on the box. Not going to ask any more questions. I believe this is supposed to represent Jay's birth mother, because she was the original Master of Lightning in the Serpentine Wars, which is what they're doing for the 15th anniversary collectible. I think that looks really good. I'm glad they decided to do that and not some golden figures again. I like the golden figures a lot, but overall, I think this is a better way to go. She has a nice little built-up stand. Her torso print looks very good with the lightning details, and not just plain back legs. She does have some detailing on the leg prints as well. She does have a lightning element thing that she's using. Overall, I think the figure looks good if we just take the hairpiece off. The back print of the torso looks really good as well. The blue on the dark blue looks really good. The lightning, again, detailing, I think it looks great. No alternate face, unfortunately, but not really one needed. But overall, I think this figure absolutely looks great. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the review, there is a way to connect this to this, but it's not the way you might expect. You might think it's as simple as taking it apart and flipping this around, but the designer actually thought of that so that way you don't have a bunch of 15th anniversary logos displayed on the thing. You take the figure, flip it around to the back, and then you can connect it at either side with the Technic pins included. You can do it on this side, and this is a built-in Technic brick, not two Technic pins, so you don't have to worry about losing the pins. I think that's really good. And then the figure can display on either side however you want to do it. There are 7 of them, I believe, so you'll have to have 4 on one side, 3 on another, or you can just line them all up and display them next to each other, however you want to do it. But that is a nice thing that they did to do that. So, overall, I think this set is really, really good. I'm definitely glad Ninjago Legacy is back. I think this one looks really good. I think it functions really well. Overall, this set is a solid 9 out of 10 for me. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but you get 8 minifigs in the set, so I can't complain about that too much. Overall, really good set. Let me know if you plan on getting this one in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video, coming very soon. This is Simply 304, signing off. Bye.